Okay. Ah, I just hit my knee on the receiver hitch. We're just wrapping up our last plot of the year and the last planting that I need to do. It's a few acre plot for soybeans, and you guys are going to come along with me and I'll teach you all you need to know about what goes into planting a plot and what a plot is. So let's go. Okay, the first thing we need to do is get our plot seed loaded, and we get this seed from the company, and this is what it looks like. Can you tell? It says plot seed. And John, the guy who I'm working with, has got them labeled really nice in order. There's 5 different treatments we're going to do for this soybean plot. We need to take a drill in this bucket because we need to mix up a special seed treatment, which is what we're testing. This is our little planter. I actually built it to plant sweet corn, but it turns out I use it for a lot more than that. I use it all the time because I'm always testing things, and using this planter to do the plots is very convenient because it's small, it's very simple, it's ground drive, and it's easy to hook and unhook. Much more convenient than our large planter. So that's the reason I use this guy. But I just got it cleaned out. So, wow, I should add seed. Why didn't you guys tell me that? I need to add seed. I might as well add I might as well add my first plot seed while I'm here at the farm. That's one less bag to haul around. Bag number 1. These are plot seed bags. They are technically half-size bags. Little fun fact, a full bag of soybeans is 140,000 seeds. This one is 70,000. Now the tricky part about doing this is knowing just how much to put in each hopper so that we make it the full distance. I'm just moving the seed way down into the meter because there isn't a very large amount of seed in these hoppers, so make sure that it gets all planted. All right, now the covers can go back on. That easy. This bag's done. And I have my lovely wife helping me today. She already has the rest of the bags loaded up because she is Superwoman. Okay, plot seed check. We got our mixing devices and our seed treatment is check, and the vacuum is in the back here, check. Oh, I can't forget the most important thing. How do we record this information? We can't just throw 5 different varieties out there and go, I wonder which one was what when it comes to harvest time. So I use Climate Field View, which is in my sprayer currently. That's this little puck here. Just plugs into your can port, and then I also need this iPad because it connects to the iPad and records all the data. So come harvest time, everything's very simple. We're gonna head to the plot with the tractor and the truck, and I'll see you at the field. All right guys, while we're heading to the field here, I might as well explain to you, I might as well explain to you what a plot is and what we're trying to learn here. Okay, a little faster. So a plot is a small test in a field, and its main goal is to learn something, right? So this is a soybean plot. This is actually the second replication of this plot, and the goal was to do one early in May and late in May, and here we are May 29th or 30th, and we're going to compare the same variety with 5 different seed treatments, and the treatments are for soybean nodulation. So will it nodulate more with that treatment early in the year or later in the year? I do a lot of these plots every single year, not specifically a seed treatment one, but whether it's planting date, seed treatment, variety, tillage type, stuff like that. I do a lot of them, And the main reason, like I said, is to learn something. So next year I can take that knowledge, I put it in the bank, proceed with decisions next year, whether that's a treatment like this that's going to work really well, or maybe we take it to a larger scale and do an entire field, or not necessarily the whole farm. But just so you know, you don't always get positive results off of plots. There's negative results, and that is probably more educational, to be honest with you. It moves you in a direction where maybe you don't want to go. We don't want to be using this, or we don't want to be doing this practice, or we don't want to use this variety, or so on and so forth. So plots are an extremely good way to learn how to manage your crops, your fields, and make your farm better. And I just love doing them. I don't know why. It's just so much fun. So being this is our last one of the year, I thought I would bring you guys along because it is a pretty hectic time putting a plot in. There's a lot of stuff to remember, make sure everything's working. To get good information from it, it all has to be kind of very precise. So carrying around the camera is just another thing. I don't want to screw it up. So, but this one, no problem. I'm pretty chill today. What else can I say? It's gonna rain. We're gonna get it done before the rain though. It's gonna be pretty simple. All right, we just got up to the field here, and I am going to get field view set up. Unable to connect to your drive, and I got my whole family here with me today. We gotta go back and select the planter that we're gonna be using. It's not the Hagee. So I am switching over from my sprayer to the plot planter, and for some reason it doesn't want to connect to the back to the drive. It needs to like disconnect itself. It's very odd. Field view, if you're watching, why does it do this? I've had this happen before, and then it will not connect to this drive up here. It's a Bluetooth connection. Should have no issue. Unable to connect. Okay, well, try it one more time. It should disconnect. Okay, there you go. And now it should reconnect and set the T8320 as our active tractor. Oh wow, unable to connect. I'll get back with you. You get to drive. I finally got it to work. So I'm just gonna make some checks here. I'm going to turn the hydraulic pressure up so I can turn the wheel manually here and watch for soybeans to come out, which means the meters are loaded. I don't know if you can see that, but they're coming out. So we're loaded up. I'm going to lower these roll cleaners because the last time I was using them, I was planting sweet corn and they were too low. And we're doing no-till right now, so I really want to move some of this trash out of the way a little bit more aggressively. All right, got those moved. Let's get going. I know my depth was set shallow. We'll check that. Yes, that's my wife driving. Okay, I'm gonna just check the roll cleaners. Beans are coming out, that's good. We're going nice and slow. That roll cleaner is pretty aggressive, I'm not gonna lie, but this one's not very aggressive at all. This one's good, that one's pretty aggressive. Boy, I don't know if I like that. But it is moving the trash out of the way nicely. And it almost looks like I didn't even adjust that. Did I go the wrong way? That one's gotta go down. That's why, it's gotta go down. Okay, except for that roll cleaner, I'm happy with. And if you were wondering, this is 160,000 for the population. We're gonna make 4 passes and stop. I gotta get this flag back in the ground. It's plenty wet under there yet for this time of year. Okay, it's looking okay except for that one roll cleaner. We gotta go down a little bit yet. Okay, here we go. Let's see how that works. It's better, but it's still not throwing the trash as much as the other ones. Let's check the seed in here. We're doing good. Okay, let's go. Just making a minute depth adjustment. A little aggressive with the trash whippers, but that's okay. We're showing some black dirt. That will warm some of this dirt up pretty quickly. It's, guys, I mean, we got some rain recently, but it is still plenty wet out here for planting. It is plenty wet under this corn stubble. I mean, oh my gosh. What has me excited is this field is no-till. It's been no-till for 8 or 9 years now. And if you pick this stuff up, look at this. Here's just a clump. It just falls apart. I mean, I probably found 4 or 5 worms just in the foot of digging I've done. You found 2 worms? I mean, it just breaks right apart. She's doing it. Trial 1 is done. I need to turn the truck around so we can vacuum everything out. It goes pretty quick. So it's important to clean everything out so that there's no seed contamination, because this next bag will have a different seed treatment on it. All right, we need to find bag number 2. This guy right here.
I've actually lit up.
Let me see how much is in there yet. Okay, it's pretty good. Okay, looks good. Next. Okay, shut it off, put it on the back of the truck. Trial number 2. Okay, this seed treatment looks like it was a fungicide and insecticide that was on it. I actually didn't read the first bag, but we're good to go. Okay, I just turned the wheel, and that made sure that seed was on the entire meter, so there's not like this long gap. Here we go. Number 2. What I really need to do is improve the closing on this little planter. It doesn't seem to close the trench really well. And here's a good example. You can see that this is the seed trench. There's actually 2 seeds right there, but it's not closed. It should be pinched tight like this. So I need to figure that out for next year. It does work. I've used it for a couple years. These soil conditions are pretty moist, so that's not helping a whole lot. But let's look at the soil temperature so we can make note of it. So we only want to know the soil temperature at 1 inch, which is about right here. And we want to move the trash out of the way because that's our planting condition. So we're going to move trash out of the way. We're only going to stick it in there about 1 inch, and then you leave it sit for a minute. 63. It's just dropping slowly. I bet you it'll land around 60, 61. We got the whole crew out here. The whole agronomy crew's out. What did you find?
From there all the way to the end, it's from 61 to 64.
Okay.
This baby, I found one.
There's lots of them. All right, here she comes for our last pass of our fungicide insecticide seed treatment. While I'm waiting, I am going to clean out this vacuum. All right, so this is number 3, and this is where I have to start adding a treatment. Whoa!
Wow.
All right, clean out again. So we're pretty good at this. So we will continue this 3rd seed treatment. She's planting it as we speak. We'll get back with you when we do the 4th load. All right, so the one time that I didn't walk down with the planter, the transmission chain came off. So now we got to find where it stopped planting. This is it right here. just hanging here. Now it's on. Now I gotta find when it came off. Walk along, walk along, walk along. Where are the beans? Where are the beans? Where are the beans? Where are the beans? Okay. I think I found it. You see what happens is some corn stalks get stuck in there, and one stalk is all it takes, and it pops right off. Brady's over there looking for anything, being a boy. Being a little kid on a farm. We got rain coming. We need to finish. We're gonna ride along again. Make sure that doesn't come off. Fell off again. I know why. We're right in line with some corn stubble. They don't like that. The next pass will be good. I have number 4 treatment ready, so I might as well, which I find did I say that a lot today? I might as well watch this planter. But what was happening here is there's one row of corn stubble like this, right in line with the drive chain. And so the drive chain doesn't have a tightener on it, just the way it was built. So that's what happens. It just kicks it off, but it looks like this row will be better. It's raining, and I gotta get the seed inside before it starts pouring. Get in, sweetheart. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, I just hit my knee on the receiver itch. Ow. Well, we're not quite done, which we might have to finish after this rain passes. It looks like it's going to come through pretty quickly. And just like that, we're back. Just a quick little popcorn rain shower. That chain keeps coming off. Trouble last time I was up here doing that first trial. I don't know what the deal is. I go anywhere else and it's just fine. I mean, I know the problem, right? We got all this residue we're working with. I'm right back onto a old corn row where there's just lots of residue and corn stalks. This row of corn stalks is just causing tons of problems. It's going to be a fight like this the rest of this way. Yeah, this residue is just a little damp, and it's really sticking. Tell me what you think about driving a T8.
It's pretty cool.
Tell me what you think about being on camera.
I hate it.
Come on. All right, this is it, guys. The last one. Here, sit there and watch me struggle. This is what 180 pounds will do to the flag. Never mind, it's more like 200. Okay, let's vacuum out, switch to sweet corn. Last section of sweet corn we need to plant. About 1 pound worth. On to some sweet corn, which means we're gonna have to set our depth, reset our row cleaners, change plates, and then measure out the sweet corn because it's a very small amount of sweet corn. And pop in the new plate. Thread this guy back on. And the last, I just gotta do this for the next 3. Then the last thing I need to do is set the transmission. gonna pull the covers off and fill it with sweet corn. My wife's got 4 cups, right?
I have one, Daddy.
All divided out evenly, weighed very precisely, right? Extremely precisely.
I have one.
This is the amount of sweet corn we're gonna put in. So just a little bit, and it's very expensive. Okay, so the trick here is, because this is a positive air meter, once we get so low on seed, the seed wants to blow back up and it won't grab the last little bit. So what I do is I take a couple rags, I don't force them down in there, but I just gently push them down. I got a big bolt and a nut on there for a little weight.
Can I hold
2 more rags. So that's gonna make sure I get empty, completely empty. All right, then we can put the covers back on and continue making the changes needed, which next will be the transmission. Okay, so in order to switch to corn, I need to completely switch the chain. This chain has to come completely out, and I need to find the master link, which is right here. That's what it looks like. And those are pretty simple to take off. The sweet corn is going to require a little bit different blower settings. It's a little bit more finicky. That's why I have my wife drive slow, and then I can just drive, walk alongside and watch how it's singulating. All right, so I'm gonna just turn the wheel here while it's in the air, and that's gonna put a seed in every one of these. And you can see there's the first one, and I just want one to drop out. Okay. Okay, I just seen my first seed drop, and I'm gonna check every one of these that there's corn in every one. And it looks like there is. Some of them have 2, but that's before that brush. So let's go check what the fan is set at. The fan is set at just over 2, so let's try it. So I'm just watching here. That's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed learning about a plot, what it takes to put one in. That's a fairly small one, there's not much to it. And enjoy watching how we plant sweet corn around here. It works out very well for us. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.